The partial shutdown has also added to the already growing backlog in immigration cases because it closed most immigration courts. We learn more now from Daniel González, who's covering the issue for the Arizona Republic in Phoenix. He joins us via Skype. Daniel, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
What are you hearing from some of the people that you've connected with down at the courthouse who showed up assuming that they had their court date as scheduled?
Well, needless to say, they were very surprised when they showed up and there was a sign on the door that said that immigration courts were closed. These are often people who have been waiting for months, if not years, for their immigration court case to come up. Some of the individuals that I met were actually relieved because they're in the deportation proceedings. The government is trying to remove them from the country. So this is going to mean that their case will have to be rescheduled. And because it's not like you can say, well, let's reschedule it for tomorrow, because every day is filled in immigration court. So it could be that immigration judges won't be able to reschedule their case for months and possibly years. So that's going to buy some people who are facing deportation more time in the United States while their immigration case is pending.
Other than a sign on the door, is there any other level of communication coming from the federal government to these people? Is there some communication through an attorney, perhaps?
Well, if you go to the EOI, our website, that the agency that oversees immigration courts, they have posted a notice on their website, but most people aren't going to go to look there. And immigration lawyers are trying to get the word out. One of the big concerns that one of the immigration lawyers I spoke to talked about is that some of these cases are very complicated. They're cases that are going to possibly, the hearing will last several hours, and they've scheduled expert witnesses and different kinds of testimony to happen during those hearings. And let's say that case is scheduled for sometime this week. They don't know when that shutdown is going to end, so they don't know if they should bring in have those immigration experts show up for court or not. So that creates a lot of hardship for immigrants who are facing hearing during this time.
These are individuals who are honoring the process, showing up as they're supposed to. Do you get the sense that there's some frustration that's looming because this process continues to be delayed and they may not show up for the next one?
Yeah, it's very frustrating for people because, as you pointed out, these are people who are trying to follow the rules. They may be, the government is trying to remove them, but they feel that they have a legal right to remain in the United States, and they're trying to do everything they can to win their case and show that they deserve to be here. And to have this added onto their waiting period is very frustrating, I can imagine, for people. The other thing, the big kind of irony here is that the president is trying to shut down the government because he wants to have a border wall built, because he says he wants to stop this problem of illegal immigration along the southern border. And this just creates additional backlogs, which means that the people who arrive at the border will get to live in the United States even longer, including some of those people who may not qualify for asylum. So it's actually making the problem worse that he says he's trying to fix.
Okay, Daniel González from the Arizona Republic joining us via Skype. Thank you for your reporting.
Thank you.